Hey, what's up? So, I wanted to record a short video on why I think if you're just getting started in business, why you should forget SMMA, forget dropshipping, forget all that, forget selling your course, and why you should focus on building an actual business with software. Now, I'm of course 100% biased because I've built two software companies so far. I've built, scaled, and sold one, which was a marketplace. I talked about it in my previous video. And I'm currently building one now. And the reality is, it boils down to one thing, actually two things. The first is recurring revenue, right? When someone is paying you for a software, right? If it is B2B, right, business to business, most likely they're going to pay for the first month, and for the second month. And if you're solving a problem for them, let's say you're selling your software is a CRM, right, for plastic surgeons, right? If they're using and liking your software and it's where they have all the customer data, right, they're essentially locked in. And if they like the product, right, they'll keep on subscribing every single month because their business starts to depend on the CRM, right? Every business needs a CRM. And if you're able to build a software that people actually need or business actually need, and they depend on it, like for example, more of a B2C type of example is email marketing softwares, right? The LTV, which is the long-term value of the customer, is super high, right? Because if you start a mailing list, right, you're not going to be changing email marketing software from month to month, right? You're going to stay with the same guys for at least 12 months. And if your business is growing, you'll stay for a long time, unless they do something bad, right? So those are two examples of predictable revenue, right? If you're solving a problem, they're going to pay you over and over again. And the second one is multiples, right? Let's say, for example, someone pays you $100 a month for the software, right? In software, how companies are valued, are more or less, let's be super conservative, 3 times the revenue, right? So yearly revenue. So essentially, let's say you have a software business doing $1,000 a year, right? A year, right? You just make $1,000 in sales over 12 months. Actually, let's do it easier. Let's say you have 10 customers, each one of them paying you $100 a month, right? That's 1,000 times 12 months. That's $12,000 a year, right? That business is valued at 3x that, right? So $36,000, right? So if you have a SaaS business making $1,000 a month, a year that's 12,000. That's the ARR. So MRR is 1,000, monthly recurring revenue. ARR, which is the annual recurring revenue, is 12,000. Now, if someone were to buy the business from you, the niche, of course, depending on how the business is structured, of course, a lot of factors. But let's just dumb it down for 3x. So the multiple is 3. That business is worth $36,000, right? So this means that a customer paying you $100 today, right? If you get a customer today paying you $100, right? That customer, on average, is actually worth 100 times 12 times 3. So one guy or one business or whatever paying you $100 a month, it is valued in a future value at $3,600. So $100 times 12 times 3, $3,600. I'm simplifying all of this, but there's no other business where this is true, right? There's no other business where you can build future predictable value as in software, right? Again, if you just find 10 customers, right? 10 customers, each one paying you $100, which isn't nothing, right? It's nothing. I mean, the world has billions of people. I'm sure if you build a product that solves a problem, you can find 100 people to sell it for $99 a month. It's super easy. I mean, we're doing it. I've done it in the past. We keep on doing it every day. So it is possible, right? I'm not just saying this just because it is actually possible. And so if you're able to sell it on $100 every single month, they're actually worth 12 times 3, which is the yearly times 3. And that's super powerful. And that's the basic, the reason why I'm in software, because it's so profitable. It is predictable. That's why the multiples are so high, and it is super profitable, right? No other business is like that. Also, margins are like 90%. With dropshipping, you have I guess ads is for everything, but let's see. With dropshipping, you have product costs, then returns, and the margins on different industries are usually on dropshipping and e-commerce, even it's like 10, 20, maybe 30% if you're lucky. Then you have returns, then you have to ship physical products, which is a pain in the ass, right? If you're just working with software, it's all zeros and ones, just all digital. Now, granted, software has its downsides, but in my opinion, having done all these, dropshipping, SMMA, all this, software is the best one. That's also the most expensive to start as well. That's why you should partner with someone. I think I talked about this in my latest video, which is if you're starting software, don't go at it alone, partner with someone, because it's best to have 50% of something big than 100% of something super small. But yeah, that's the video. I'm at 5 minutes. But yeah, that's it. If you're just starting out, build software. There's a bunch of low-code tools. Like there's Bubble, there's Webflow. Go out and build it, right? Figure out, find a niche. The niche, the further niche down you go, the better, right? If you target super broad, it's going to be a pain in the ass. But if you target super niche, you'll make some money. Because let's say you want to build a CRM, right? There's all these big CRMs. And so the way in which you capture the market is by going super niche. CRM for plumbers in city. Or CRM for nose job plastic surgeons. Not even plastic surgeons, just for nose job plastic surgeons. And you'll find as you go into these niches, into these industries, that there's specific nuances and specialities to each one of these industries. And the market is so big, right? Like I said, you need to find 10 people paying you $100 a month. That's $1,000 a month in MRR, monthly recurring revenue. And that's a SaaS, a software as a service, worth 12,000 times 3. I mean, because it is a lower value, might not be times 3, but you get my point, right? Just find 100 people. Let's just find 50 people paying $99 a month, right? That's a SaaS worth almost 6 figures. So I'm also simplifying things, of course. It's not that simple, because if it were this simple, everyone would do it, right? The reality is that isn't that simple. But I have a couple of videos on the channel, like detailing the more nuanced things about it, the harsh truth and all that. So if you want to watch it all for free, just browse the channel, you'll find it. Just if you're getting into business, or if you're already with a drop shipping business or a social media agency or whatever, try and see and find ways in which you can maybe convert that business or turn it around to a more software approach, because it's hyper profitable. And I'm not just saying this but it's just the truth, right? It's just the truth. I've tested a bunch of things, and if you're able to craft this software that actually solves a problem, people will pay for it gladly over and over again. And you're working on an asset that's making you money every single day, right? You're making money today, tomorrow, and also when you sell it for a high multiple. So super powerful, super powerful. That's it. That's the video. I got huge bags under my eyes. I gotta sleep. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you probably next week with another one. Cheers.